Hi everybody, welcome to Shifting Lives. I'm your host, Zanele Ndlovu. Shifting Lives is the epicenter of self-growth and development for you who desire to live an abundant life of purpose as you walk into your divinity while navigating life on earth. It is a home for motivation, encouragement, and spiritual growth. A safe place for vulnerability as well as celebrations. Firstly, I want to say thank you to all my returning listeners. You guys are just amazing. I appreciate the way that you actually come through each and every week to listen to the podcast, and I really feel special. Yeah, I do. I feel very special. To my first time listeners, listen guys, welcome to the family. You are loved, you are welcomed, and we believe that this journey with us is going to be life-changing and fulfilling. So please do come back again next week and be part of the family, all right? Okay, guys, so we are getting into the things this week. And today I want us to talk about the benefits of letting go. Yes, letting go. Now, I know that most of us are comfortable with holding things, from our past, holding things that hurt us, and we're not comfortable because they make us feel good, but we are comfortable because we are so used to it. You see, the problem with holding things from the past or holding on to the past is that sometimes you don't even recognize that we're doing it. It just happens, you find yourself carrying this baggage of I used to be, or this baggage of if I had not done that, or if this person had not hurt me, or if this relationship had worked out. What you are basically saying is that your present doesn't deserve the attention that you are giving it. It does not appreciate. Yes, your presence does not appreciate your present. Because what we tend to do in most cases when we're holding on to things, whether it's unforgiveness, whether it's pain, whether it's humiliation, whether it's embarrassment, whether it's any form, and even the happiness of the past. Listen, you cannot live today with yesterday's victory. You need to focus on today. Work yourself for today. So when you don't let go of the things of yesterday, you are telling your present that you do not regard it as important as what it used to be. And what you are saying to your future is that you don't have time to consider it any better than what you used to have. And that's if it is a good thing. Now, if it's a bad thing, if you're holding on to pain, if you're holding on to unforgiveness, if you're holding on to trauma, what you are saying to your present right now is that you cannot focus on the good that is happening in your life because you are too hurt, you are too discouraged, you are too, you just have so much from your past that you don't feel like your present can do anything that can help you heal. When you hold on to unforgiveness, what you are saying to your present is that you are not willing to function in light of who you can become, who you are right now, because you are still angry at somebody else who's probably living their life at a beach somewhere. But you are being numbed. You are being stagnant in moving forward. You are being stagnant in becoming better because you're holding on to that hurt. Now, I want you guys to listen to me very carefully. When I say let go, I am not saying forget what happened. I am not saying ignore what you went through. I am not saying pretend as if it never happened. I'm not saying, the perpetrator did not do you wrong. No, that's not what I'm saying. That you will never forget. Trauma you will never forget. Hurt you will never forget. And that's okay. We don't heal to forget. We don't heal or we don't overcome things to forget. No. That is why even with Jesus, to this day, he will remind us of what he did, but with the focus of what he is continually doing for us. He died on the cross for us so that today we can have the life that is in abundance. We can have the life that has forgiveness. We can have the life that has power. We can have the life that has love. What he did, he does not allow us to forget it. However, he doesn't hold us accountable to say, because I did this for you, you need to do this for me. No, we remember what Jesus did for us on the cross so that today we can be better. But if we are only going to use our memory to lock us and chain us into what had happened, then we miss the picture of what needs to happen today. So when you let go, I'm not saying forget. I'm just saying you need to let go for certain reasons that will enhance you, that will grow you, that will make you better. You need to let go of the pain, okay? The experience never goes away, but the pain of something bad, the pain of unforgiveness. Listen, I need you to understand this very carefully. Unforgiveness and pain, hatred and anger, they destroy the container it is in. The person you are angry at continues to live and fulfill their lives. The person you are unforgiving to, they continue to breathe the oxygen that you are breathing. And if you are not going to realize that the only person you are destroying by holding on to the past hurt and trauma, it is you. Now, I won't tell you when you need to heal. I won't tell you how long it will take for you to heal. But all I'm saying is you need to give yourself the opportunity and the space to want to let things go, to want to be a better person, to want to just be free of somebody else's thought in your life. Be free of somebody else's hold in your life. Do not be compromised by your experience or your hurt, to the point that you compromise your future, to the point that you compromise your present, to the point that you compromise your own joy and peace and happiness. Even when good things are happening around your life, it is difficult for you to recognize them and live in them fulfilled, because there's something that keeps reminding you that this might still end. This person might still hurt me. This thing, you have that door that is slightly opened or slightly closed, whichever version you're going to use. But that door is there, that you're not only looking back to say, I want to correct what had happened, or I want to be a better person from what I was. However, I am going to enjoy the love that I'm receiving right now. I am going to enjoy the peace that I am receiving right now, so that I can be in this moment and not be held back by the things that had happened, not be held back by the people's hurt that they have hurt me. What you need to understand is that we all suffer pain, loss, and at some point we are angry. Okay, you're not the only one. We are angry at the people that hurt us. We are angry at the people that we trusted with our hearts, with our lives, with our being, and they broke that trust. But if I'm going to carry that person, if I'm going to carry the anger I have for that person, then I am taking a whole lot more trauma than the experience itself. I am inflicting a lot more pain in me than what that person might have done. Because every single day that I live, I am constantly reminding myself that I still have this person in me, controlling me and hurting me and manipulating me, and I am unable to function to the best of my ability because that thing is weighing me down. And today I want you to understand the benefits that comes with you learning to let go, the benefits that comes with you saying, I just don't want to have this burden on me anymore. I don't want to carry somebody else's reason for hurting me, or somebody else's ways or experience. I don't even know how to put it into words, but I don't want to be weighed down by somebody else's infliction. And Nami, I continue to inflict myself through that experience. I just say, you know what, take a moment, okay, and look at how far you have come. Look at how much you have endured. And tell yourself that I want to have a clean heart. I want to have a clean space. I'm not saying I'm completely okay with what happened to me. I'm not saying I fully, most probably forgive the person. I'm not saying that I'm saying they were right. No, all I'm saying is that I don't want to be weighed down from life. I don't want to live in the shadow of them. I want to become me. I want to have my own thoughts. I want to have my own feelings. I want to agree with myself and not base it on the experience that I went through. And you need to give yourself that fresh start. Because you need to get to a space in your life where you start to trust you with the experiences that you've gone through. Trust yourself enough to say, listen, I'm letting go of the hurt. Let go of the hurt. Let go of the anger. Let go of the pride. And just allow yourself to be you. Because when you are holding on to those things, you are containing yourself. You are slowly pushing yourself deep down into the dungeon of that experience. And you don't want that, and I don't want that. I know how it feels like to be stuck in hurt. I know how it feels like to be stuck in anger. I know how it feels like to be stuck in resentment. Sometimes it's not even things that people have inflicted you, but it is you failing to forgive yourself for the mistakes that you intentionally made or unintentionally made to yourself. But at some point, you got to let that go. For you to live and be fulfilled and pursue what God has designed for you to pursue, you need to let go. You need to appreciate that it has happened and you are wiser and stronger now. And you are ready to pursue something better, something more for yourself, outside of that anger and out of that pain. So I urge you, getting to these benefits, I urge you to realize just how much it will help you when you let go. All right. Firstly, you will gain your power. Oh man, you will gain your power back. Power of self. Power of admitting and recognizing what is for you and what is not for you. The power of declaring good things over your life. The power of saying, listen, I am not going to let somebody else live for free in my space, in my mind, in my heart. The power to dislodge anything that dares come into your space. Okay? You gain your power back because you are no longer controlled by that anger. You are no longer controlled by that hurt. You are no longer controlled by that pain. Another thing, you are able to be at peace. Angry people don't have peace, right? Like, no peace. You can think you're at peace because you'll go like, this is just how it is. I'm never going to forgive that person. They just did me wrong and this is just how it is and I'm at peace. No, you're not at peace. That is not peace. Peace is not when you are okay with being miserable. Peace is not when you are okay with being angry. Peace is a state of being where regardless of the experience, regardless of the hurt, you still find joy in it. You are not controlled and manipulated by it. You are not prideful and angry and arrogant by it. Peace is what God gives you when you say, Lord, have your way in this situation. Have your way with my heart. And He gives you the peace in the midst of that experience, in the midst of going through therapy, in the midst of you saying, I want to heal from this thing. God gives you peace to say, I am doing this and I'm not alone and I will get through this and I'm not holding any grudges and I'm not holding any unforgiveness because listen, it is what it is, but God, my God, will see me through it. That is the kind of peace that surpasses all understanding, because while the perpetrator is watching you and expecting you to collapse and fall and be in pieces, you are standing tall and you don't even care if they exist or not, because your space, it is now protected by a greater power. Okay, that is the peace that surpasses all understanding. That even though you are in the fire, you are smiling and rejoicing and saying, Lord, you are still you. You are greater than all in the world. You are the best in my life. You are the author. You are my protector. You are my provider. Even when the world and the people around me are thinking I need to be crashing, but you just saying, I'm making fine wine out of you. That is the peace I'm talking about. And that is the kind of peace that you get by letting go of all that is holding you back, letting go of all the past hurts and the traumas, letting go of all anger, all right? And again, you will be able to be rational with yourself. Rational with yourself. Sometimes we don't understand how much we cripple ourselves by the anger. Oh my God, the hurt that we carry in us. That even when there's something good and tangible for you, you cannot relate with that thing because you, outside of what you've already discussed and discovered or held on to for yourself, the only thing you are able to be rational about is that you just pissed at that person. You're just angry at that person and you don't just see how you are going to ever live with that person in the same room. And you are not being rational with yourself. You are not being rational with you, not anybody else but you. But when you learn to let go, you are able to be rational with yourself. You are able to say, listen, this is me, this is Zanele, and this is what Zanele is going to be doing. This is how Zanele is going to act when she comes across this person. This is how Zanele is going to act when she's gathered with the same person in the same room. This is how Zanele is going to be. I am not going to allow this person, her or him, to inflict in me a presence that is no longer there. What she did to me is unforgivable, probably. What she did to me is hurtful and disgusting, but that is her baggage to carry. I'm not going to carry that baggage for her. That is me, okay? That is me being rational with myself. And the next thing, you are able to relate with other people. It is so hard, I'm sorry to say this, y'all, but it is so hard to relate with somebody who's full of bitterness. If I don't have that bitterness, I cannot relate with that person. Bitter will relate with bitter, okay? I'm sorry, but that's just it. You cannot relate with people, any other person outside of the space that you are in. You cannot relate with people that are full of life, people that see things in a positive light, people that have learned to forgive and heal and let go. You will not relate with those people because you are not in that space. But when you learn to let go, you drive yourself into the space with others. You relate better with people. You understand them better. You see a point of view that works with you, for you and through you. Okay? So you need to learn to let go so you can be relatable with other people. The last thing you want is to be gathered in a group of people where you know very well, this is my peer, this is my happy place, this is my friend, but somehow I fail to relate with her now because I'm still stuck in the dungeon of darkness, and she's out here and she's smiling, you know. She's happy. She may have gone through traumas with you. She may have seen you suffer. You may have seen her suffer. But for some reason, she seems to be more lighter and happy than you. And yet you know the amount of trauma she's gone through. How can she possibly be so happy with herself? How? She's mastered the benefit of letting go. And that's what she's doing. And if you can learn to do that as well, then I'm sure you'll be able to relate with her and understand and see how she has done it and be there for her and she be there for you. And that's how you relate with her. Okay? And also, this makes you a better person. Now, honestly, letting go of things from the past, it makes you a better person. You are able to judge yourself better. You're able to judge what you do better. You're able to judge what people do to you better. You are able to judge how you feed your spirit and your soul. You are able to make decisions that grow you and benefit you. You are able to seek after the good things that God has in store for you. And that makes you a better person, okay? That makes you a better person. It releases you of the inflictions that you are carrying around. Like I said beginning, I'm not saying you will forget, but you are releasing yourself from the infliction that is caused by somebody else's action, okay? You are releasing yourself from the hold that somebody else has on you. You are releasing yourself from the power of somebody else's bad attitude, somebody else's decision to do you bad. You're releasing yourself from that, and you are stepping into the light of saying, so, okay, I went through that and it's okay. I will learn to live with it. I will learn to live with the experience. I will learn to live with what had happened to me. But I will not let it stop me from being the best person in my life. I would not let it stop me from pursuing my dreams. I will not let it stop me from becoming what God has called me to be. I may see my perpetrator every day, but I'm not going to let them have power over me again, because I'm going to heal myself gradually through this, and I'm going to let go of him and what he has done to me, and I'm going to learn to live with it. Not on my own. I know God will see me through it. He will give me the strength. And that's what you need to tell yourself. You don't let go on your own ability. You don't heal on your own accord. But there is power in you that works to make manifest the glory of God. And the glory of God cannot stay in darkness. The glory of God, listen, the Bible says even darkness cannot contain the kind of light that he is. So when you allow him to come into the darkness of your hurt, when you allow him to come into the hurt and the manipulation and the frustration that you are in, what you are doing, you are unlocking yourself You are opening up this dark space so that light will come in. And where there is light, darkness cannot be there. Darkness cannot comprehend light. Okay? So you know very well that you will gradually grow into the healing that you need to grow into. And you will be able to let go of what needs to be let go. And thereby, you will be able to live a fulfilling life. Because there is light in you, not darkness. You will be able to relate with other people. You'll be able to express yourself better. You'll be able to give yourself, to have the kind of peace that nobody will understand unless they have the light in you. So you need to let go. You need to let go for your own good and nobody else's. You cannot be the container that continues to rot through the rust of its own self. Okay? You cannot continue to be the container that is destroyed by what it contains inside. No. There is so much for you to do in this world, and you need to be the kind of person that will allow herself or himself to flourish. And you cannot do that while you're holding on to the past. You cannot do that while you're still thinking the past will always come back and take over. It only has power that you give it. When you take your past into the future with you, that's all it will be. It will be the past in your future. It will always control you. It will always contain you. It will always manipulate you. And that's not what you want. You want to soar like an eagle. Let go and let God be the light in your life. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I love you. Bye. That's all I had for you for today. Thank you so much for listening. Do connect with me. I've put my link on all my social pages on the description of this podcast. Do rate the podcast, rate my episode, and I would really love to hear from you. Send me an email, give me a shout. Let's connect. Bye.